The Utah State Aggies are looking for a new head football coach. Matt Wells leaving Logan after 6 seasons to become the new head coach at Texas Tech. The search begins for a replacement. Who are some of the names that make sense to take over the program? Here's a few. The Aggies have a great candidate already on staff. Frank Milan is now the interim head coach after Matt Wells' departure and has served as the assistant head coach, co-defensive coordinator, and defensive line coach. He's a former Utah State player where he was a standout defensive lineman and team captain from 2004 to 2007. So he knows the program, understands the culture. This one seems obvious. Gary Anderson turned the Aggies into a winner during his 4-year stint as head coach from 2009 to 2012. Led the Aggies to a conference championship and a bowl win during an 11-2 season in 2012. Would he want to come back to be a head coach, and would the Aggies want him back? I don't know. This one seems obvious. Jay Hill. He's having success at Weber State, as we saw earlier in the show. He knows the culture here in Utah, understands the missionary program. He could be a good fit for the Utah State Aggies. He checks off all the boxes of the things that they are looking for. Taking over a FBS program close to home might be interesting for him. This is a name, Dave Aranda. He is well respected around the country and considered one of the best defensive coordinators in college football. Spent 5 years as a Power 5 coordinator at LSU in Wisconsin. He was also the defensive coordinator for one of the best Utah State teams of all time in 2012. The Aggies won a school record 11 games that season under Gary Anderson, and he oversaw a defense that ranked 7th in the country in scoring defense, allowing just 15.4 points per game. But would he want to walk away from a $2.5 million salary at LSU? Maybe not. Todd Orlando played a major role in turning around the Texas Longhorns defense since coming to Austin with Tom Herman in 2017. Before that, he was part of a successful run at Houston, where the Cougars reached the New Year's Six Bowl. Orlando replaced Aranda as Utah State defensive coordinator back in 2013. Had similar success during his 2-year run in Logan. Like Orlando, would he have to walk away from a lucrative salary to get that head coaching job? He makes $1.7 million per year. The chance to be a head coach in a familiar place with a well-stocked roster may be appealing. All right, and now the Rupert, Idaho native, Lance Anderson, has been at Stanford the past 12 years. He's been the defense coordinator of one of the most respected defenses in the Pac-12 for the past 5 seasons. This past season, David Shaw promoted him to the position of associate head coach. He does not have previous head coaching experience, but he checks off every other box on the list of things Utah State wants in a head coach. He's worked under 2 of the best in the business, in Jim Harbaugh and David Shaw. He may be ready for his first head coaching job in Utah State. Might be a perfect fit.